we need to talk about the fact that you have an enemy. The Lord wanted me to show this to you guys today, okay? Because I love you, and I want you to know where you live. Do you have an enemy, okay? Is your enemy real? If he is real, does he manifest himself sometimes and puts it out there for you to see it? And if you're smart enough, you can see it, okay? So, this is what the Lord had me studying. A guy named Aleister Crowley. You guys know who that is?
My goodness,
He was the head of the satanic, the church and the Vril movement and all of this satanic stuff that was going on. He wrote many books. I'm going to read to you. It says about the author, Aleister Crowley. He lived from 1875 to 1947, who claimed to be the reincarnation of Dr. John Dee, among others. He lived in England from 1875 to 1947. He is the author of several books, including Book of Thoth, Diary of a Drug Fiend, Magic, Book of Lies, and the Book of the Law, right? Now, in all of his writings, he's always using Kabbalah magic, because Kabbalah is not Jewish, okay? Kabbalah is not for Jews. For all the Jews that are into Kabbalah. Kabbalah is witchcraft, okay? Yeah. It's satanic. But he uses this Kabbalah magic in all of his books, all of the books that he wrote. Now, he's very famous, and he's famous for doing a lot of things. Like, even the Beatles had a picture of him on their album, like Sgt. Pepper Lonely Heart Club Band, the 25 people we most admire, and they have Aleister Crowley in the corner, right? So he's the one that brought out all this music. Very wealthy, right? Because that's what they'll do. They'll make you wealthy. Anyway, he wrote all these books, and then now this book, the first copy of it, they said was actually seen in 1907. Then they said there was a revision of it in 1955, and then but in 1973, someone released a full document of the writings of Aleister Crowley, right? In 1973, okay? Remember that when I tell you. So in 1973, they released his right. Now, I'm reading through the stuff yesterday, and I'm telling you, I don't even feel comfortable reading. I wasn't reading a book. I was just reading the history of them, right? Mm-hmm. In all of the books, all of his magic numbers are this: 175, 77, 11, and 1 and 93. I'll read to you why he believes them. 75, he said he wrote. Now we're talking about he wrote all this stuff before he died in 1947. It was just revised in 1973, okay? 175, he wrote, is the number used to invoke deities through magic rituals, okay? Number 11 symbolizes destruction, violence, defeat, and death. 11, he writes, is the number of magic itself. 77, he says, is the other important number. He says, Crowley wrote in his book, Liber 77, this is claimed that 77 is Septuagint, which is division of 7. It is simply 11 times 7, and it says was a magical number, and it's also a symbol of Capricorn and the devil in the tarot cards. Even Anton LaVey of the Satanic Church wrote that Satan has 77 names, okay? So 77 was the other number. Then he said, but his most important for himself was the number 93. Why 93? It says, was his favorite number of being that it was the number of the Greek word thelema. What does thelema mean, you guys? Will, Remember, this is it's your free will. Your will be done. What did Jay-Z have on his shirt? Huh? He had Aleister Crowley saying, "Do as thy will." Because the satanic churches don't do what God tells you to do. Do as you will, right? So if you want to do it. And then when you act in that way, you're acting in the way of Satan. You're saying, not your will, God, my will, right? So the whole law, it says the whole law of Aleister Crowley's book was thelema, which is the 93, which is the word will, and the word love in Greek. Which was the motto, do as thy will. That was his creed, okay? Now, here, let's stay over here for a minute. Watch this. Okay. 777 and other Kabbalic writings of Aleister Crowley was republished in 1973, given these same numbers that if you want to contact demons and Satan, these are the numbers you need to use. In all of his writings, we're talking about from 1909, 1947, then revised in 1973, okay? So they released it in 1973. Guess what else happened in 1973? They opened the Twin Towers.
Really?
In 1973. Then they flew planes into the Twin Towers. Number 11 hit first. U.S. Air Flight number 11 hit first, okay? It hit the towers. And then Flight 175 hit the other tower, okay? Then 77 hit the Pentagon. And then 93 fell into the field. So they took a book about Satan and made sure every plane had that number before they flew it into the towers.
My goodness.
Okay, so this is what I'm saying. That means whoever was involved in doing this was on a high level satanic knowledge and had the money to say, these are the flights that are going to be used. This is the number you're going to name the flights. And we're going to crash the building into a building that looks like the 11. Okay? And that's what we're going to do, okay? And so now, if you understand Crowley's book and his 4 numbers of conjuring up Satan, you realize he used the same numbers to crash into the building. Okay?
Oh, my goodness.
God wanted me to show you that, okay? Yeah. Because sometimes you don't think you have an enemy. That means the last flight, number 93, was supposed to hit the White House.
Right.
Where was George Bush on that day? He's at a school.
Oh!
He's at a school, and he's talking to the kids, and all of the kids are saying, okay, read these words. Plane must hit still.
Get ready to read all these words on this page without making a mistake. Look at the letter at the end and remember the sound it makes. Get ready.
Kite.
Yes, kite. Get ready to read this word the fast way. Get ready.
Kid.
Yes, kid. Sound it out. Get ready.
Kid.
Sound it out. Get ready.
Kid.
What word?
Kid.
Yes, kid. Boys and girls, sound this word out. Get ready.
Seal.
What word?
Seal.
Yes, steal. Read these words the fast way. Get ready.
Plane.
Yes, plane. Get ready.
Must.
Yes, must. Let's read these words the fast way without making a mistake. Get ready.
Kite.
Yes, kite. Get ready.
Kit.
Yes, kit. Get ready.
Seal.
Yes, steel. Get ready.
Plane.
Yes, plane. Get ready.
Must.
Yes, must. Open your book up to lesson 60 on page 153.
Mission accomplished.
Look it up.
I looked it up.
And then the guy comes over and whispers into his ear and lets him know the plane's already hit. And he sits there like as if nothing ever happened. And I'm like, They planned this whole thing. Not only did they plan it, they kept it in accordance with satanic beliefs. You understand?
That's deep.
You have an enemy. And I want you to know this nation was not really, this nation, I'm talking about Washington, D.C., the whole diameter, the whole way that it was built is for a resurrection of Osiris with the obelisk and everything. It's all like they're trying to bring back this satanic ruler to rule over the world. So they believe in a one world government. You guys have to understand that.